Hello, and thank you for joining me. I hope you're doing well this evening. Now sit back, relax, and let's get into our story. People like me, we don't get happy endings. We get blood money, bad dreams, and a long list of names we try to forget. My name's Carter Hayes, and for 20 years, I was a hitman. I've buried men in woods, alleyways, and riverbeds from coast to coast. I thought I'd seen every kind of darkness a man could walk through. I was wrong. The last job they gave me wasn't like the others. There was no dossier, no photo, no paper trail. Just a time, a place, and a whisper of a name. The Red Widow. Sounds like something out of a fairy tale, doesn't it? But fairy tales, they're just horror stories for children. And this one started in a small town called Black Hollow. Black Hollow was a ghost town with a pulse. One road in, one bar still open. Everything else, gas station, diner, even the police station, shuttered like someone had drawn a curtain over the place and walked away. I pulled up to the only motel, the Pines Inn, at dusk. The air felt wrong, too still, like it had been holding its breath for years. At the check-in counter stood a girl no older than 16, pale, big eyes, and quiet. She never asked my name, just handed me a key, room 6, and whispered, "Don't open the curtains after midnight." That was the first warning. I should have left then. That night, I waited outside the cemetery. The target was supposed to appear at midnight. I had my .45 drawn, my gloves on, every nerve wired taut, but nothing moved. No wind, no bugs, not even a damn owl. Just silence, thick as tar. Then I saw her, a woman in a red veil, walking barefoot through the graveyard, slow, graceful. Her dress didn't sway, no breeze. Her feet never touched the ground. She stopped at a crumbled headstone and turned to me. Her voice was like velvet and rust. "You've come to kill me, haven't you?" I raised the gun, but my arms felt like they were underwater. She just stared. "You've killed so many. Don't you want to know where they go?" Then she smiled, and that smile, I swear it peeled back something I wasn't meant to see. I fired. The bullet passed through her like smoke. She didn't even blink. And then I felt it. A cold pressure in my chest. I couldn't breathe. My vision twisted. And when I blinked, I wasn't in the graveyard anymore. I was sitting in a kitchen I hadn't seen in 15 years. My wife was there, Anna, and my daughter, Sophie. They were smiling, laughing. It was our last breakfast together, the day before the fire. I tried to move, to speak, but I couldn't. I was a ghost, watching the only thing I ever loved burn all over again. She showed me every job I'd done, one after the other. Not the killings, not the blood, the aftermath. A boy crying beside his father's body in a parking lot. A woman screaming into a phone that would never answer again. A dog sleeping by a front door that never opened. I watched them all. Then she said, "Each soul you take writes your name a little deeper in the book." I asked her who she was, what she wanted, and she said, "I am the price at the end of your ledger, Carter Hayes." I begged, pleaded, bargained. She offered a deal. I could leave this place, keep breathing, but only if someone else took my place. Someone innocent, someone alive. I thought of that girl at the motel, her hands shaking when she gave me the key, her eyes too old for her face. I knew what she was, a trap. She'd been chosen already. Maybe she volunteered. Maybe she didn't know. But if I named her, I'd be free. I opened the motel curtains at 12:01 a.m. She was standing in the parking lot, the red veil over her face, her hands clasped, waiting. I didn't name the girl. I walked out to meet the Red Widow, and in that silence, I finally heard every voice I'd silenced. They weren't screaming. They were whispering. Thank you. Room 6 is still there. The door is always cracked open. And sometimes, if you pass by after midnight, you might hear a man's voice inside, whispering names in the dark. One of them might be yours.